Hey guys, I am Angie.
And I'm Lou.
We're Eat, Sleep, RV, Repeat.
And we're going to take you on a walk of our neighborhood.
Let's go for a little walk.
Let's do that.
So, we live in Pompano Beach, South Florida. And we're about an 8-block walk to the beach. We're about an 8-block walk, which is where we're walking towards to take you guys with us. We obviously didn't start by exactly where we live, just for security purposes. So in this video, it's going to be more like a 5-block walk.
Yeah, closer to that.
So right now, this huge structure next to Lou is actually Publix.
Yeah, Publix is I think a South Florida, maybe southeastern grocery store. And it's, I think it's in the middle between Whole Foods and Walmart.
They definitely, obviously, your regular groceries and it's not big box items like Walmart, but definitely your household needs, like cleaning stuff.
It's just a regular grocery store.
We love Publix, obviously.
This particular Publix store is extremely friendly, like creepy friendly. Like Disney World ex-employees.
Lou has always said that this Publix hires ex-Disneyland or Disney World employees because they have awesome customer service. They're always cheerful. They're always smiling. They always greet you and ask if you need help. So yeah.
They're very Stepford wife employee types. It's cool, but it's a little strange.
It's good. I mean, not all the Publixes have that. We've been to some Publixes that they don't give two craps.
Yeah. Now when we go somewhere else, it's kind of like, oh, they're not as good as the One Barrel House.
Well, when we hit the road, we're going to experience whole new grocery stores that we haven't experienced before.
And I know you're going to have fun with that.
I'm going to have fun with that because that means that I'm going to be able to be cooking local stuff for whatever's, you know, in season in the place that we're at. So that's going to be kind of cool.
Yeah, it'll be cool for me too.
See, there's Publix. This plaza has many other things, like a Japanese restaurant, a hair salon, nail salon. But we are going to cross this major street, and behind us we have Flanagan's, which is also known as Big Daddy's Grill.
Big Daddy's liquor store.
Big Daddy's liquor store.
And Flanagan's is the restaurant.
Yeah, super cool. Have you ever been? If not, whenever you have one around, check them out. Their barbecue is outstanding.
Yeah.
You love their rack of ribs.
Yeah, their ribs are really good. I still like the Ale House ones better.
I like Ale House ones pretty good too.
But they're awesome.
Another big chain name. I'm guessing. I don't know if they're everywhere or just here.
I've seen them a lot of places.
Yeah. Next to Flanagan's, also across from Publix, we have 26 Degrees. 26 Degrees is a brewing company.
Yep.
How excited were you when they opened up a couple of years ago?
I was extremely excited that I was going to have a local brewery right by the house. It was a good and a bad thing. It was good because I love beer, and it was bad because I love beer.
Be able to walk to it without, you know, having to worry about drinking and walking or drinking and driving. Now we have to worry about drinking and walking.
That's actually a thing.
It is. There's a bunch of pedestrians that get run over in, you know, high populated areas for drinking and walking. So in the same plaza that the 26 Degrees Brewing Company is at, there's a couple of other things going on there as well. One, which is one of our favorite places that we stop at often, is Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
And switch over. Come over to this side. There we go. Is Dollar Tree, which I will say in the fall and in the winter, the shelves are like practically empty, and we thank you Canadians for coming down, and Northerners.
We do get an invasion of Canadians in this area.
A lot of
they love their bargains. So yeah, it's a challenge. Most of everything is gone while they're here.
When you get here, you stock up, and then before you leave, you take everything with you. But that's, you know, I guess that's good for our tourism dollars in the stores as well. But you're kind of like leaving the shelves empty for us locals, which kind of sucks. The plaza has a bunch of other things like a coin laundry, a nail salon. That's where I usually get my nails done when I get them done. There's an awesome Indian restaurant. There's some sushi. There's a sub place.
Wow.
If you haven't noticed yet, we're in a major intersection, so it's gonna be loud, and I apologize for that. What can we say? What can we say about, I guess that side is done.
That's it on that side. On
There's a
this
bunch of
other side, they have, we can't pass Heavenly Pizza.
Oh, that's true. We should even walk over there. So what's up with Heavenly Pizza?
Heavenly Pizza is a mixture of religion and pizza all at the same time. Yeah. So when you walk up to there, you have like a big Bible, and then on the wall there's past Bible passages. So it's an interesting experience, and I think it's maybe like a tourist thing also.
I think it's like a pizzeria church or church pizzeria.
And then the rest of this plaza also has Five Girls Burgers, which is a spin-off of Five Guys, and it's family owned. A lot of the shops in this area are family owned, mom and pop shops, which is something I really love.
Yeah.
There's an ice cream shop also on this side, and also a nail salon and some cleaners. A lot of these plazas are like one floor, are very typical South Florida looking mall and plazas. You see them everywhere. Mm-hmm. It's a typical thing for us.
Mm-hmm. If you're ever in Pompano Beach, I'm going to say exactly where, and you're a geocacher, turn on your geocaching app, because we do have several geocaches hidden out here. One of which is in the plaza right behind us. So, just a little tidbit for the geocachers. We're going to pass another plaza, and the one across the street still continues, and it basically continues with massage, with sushi.
A little CrossFit going on over there
Some
too.
CrossFit, which the trees are probably blocking for you guys. And then, you know, little businesses like a printing business and, you know, little things like that.
Yep.
Same with the plaza. On this side, for right now, it's just small things like a little dental office, a pharmacy, a realty. Is it realty or realtor? Realtor. Yeah, realty. Bank. And then we're gonna run into some like bars and restaurants and cigar shops.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's a really big steak restaurant up ahead as well that we haven't gone to yet, that we're planning on going to as well. Probably before we leave the area.
Definitely.
It is keto friendly because it's steak. We'll probably have to order asparagus or something like that because we can't have any of the carbs. But we've been meaning to try that steakhouse. The only problem is that they have a dress code, and I'm not fond of dress codes. So we're going to figure that out, and we're definitely going to go.
Yeah, you gotta see if the dress code applies to only being inside the restaurant or if it applies to being outside in the patio, because we have noticed looking from the Intercoastal bridge that we see people in polo shirts.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if they're in polo shirts and shorts, then I don't see why the website says you have to like wear a tie and a suit and all this stuff. We'll see.
Coming up ahead here on the left-hand side, there's a cigar shop. There's
Ooh, Cafe Brie. This is where you wanted to bring me for brunch on our anniversary, and they were closed that day.
They have very limited hours.
Yeah.
So there's a cigar shop, there's a cigar lounge as well.
Jukebox diner. Very 50s in there.
Yeah. And
super cool looking in there.
Yeah, that's like a hamburger cheeseburger joint with like shakes. And then over in the corner, you're gonna find the Fonderie, and that's a really nice restaurant. It's got a lot of interesting decor. They really went out of their way to include a lot of different things from different states, barn doors and lighting and all sorts of things that they have, that they've decorated the restaurant with. And the food's pretty good. We've been there twice, I think, now.
Yeah, we've been there for lunch and we've been there for brunch.
Right.
And they have a great bar as well. Great selection.
As you can see, they're busy. They're always busy.
They're always busy. It's a hip place.
It is.
We're so focused on this side that, let me turn this around. There is Umberto's Pizzeria behind us. I hope you guys can see it. Super cool place, never been. The only reason I say it's super cool is why.
Yeah, they have a night where I think it's 40 or 50s music. I'm not 100% sure. And the music is blaring. And then it's usually a senior crowd, and they're dancing and having a great time. It's
So
like,
cute.
it's amazing. It's amazing. I love to see stuff like that. I love to see that people don't attach living their life to a number.
Yeah, we like taking evening walks or whatever, just to come to the beach and get some fresh air. And there's been many times, even last night we came for a little walk and they had the music blaring. You can hear it like a block away. And if you look through the windows, you see them all dancing, and it's so cute. I love it. So it's a pizzeria, but a club for the older crowd. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Houston's is right across the street from the Foundry, which is going to be hard to make out with all the foliage and palm trees that we have here. But you'll get a good glimpse of it from the Intercoastal Bridge.
Yep. And it's a steakhouse, and it's supposedly really, really good.
Yeah. So far from when we started this video, we've walked maybe 2 blocks?
Yeah, like 2.5 blocks, I think.
Yeah, about 2.5 blocks, and we've already made it over to the Intercoastal Bridge. And this bridge goes up about every half an hour on the hour. It's like 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, and if there are big boats waiting to cross, they basically have to get in line and wait until that time for it to come up. Doesn't always go up because sometimes it's just little boats, so no point in going up if there isn't a big boat waiting. So here we go, up the little bridge. On the other side of the Intercoastal, there is a Catholic church there.
No, it's not a Catholic church.
It's not Catholic? What is it? I thought it was Catholic.
It might be. I think
Oh, it
it's
says,
Episcopal.
I don't know why I thought it was Catholic. So there is that side of the Intercoastal. You can see beautiful waters. And then let's come back over to this side. And on this side, you'll see over there, that's actually a gas station for the boats that also rent jet skis and kayaks. So that's kind of cool. If you're in the area and you want to rent something, you can take advantage of that. And then you'll see a bunch of condos. There's a little boat coming. And then from this side, you'll be able to see Houston's Steakhouse.
See, there's a bunch of people in shorts and t-shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah, but the website says that's, prohibited. It says you cannot go in collar shirts or in shorts or in flip-flops.
Yeah.
But yet there's people out there in that.
I think we're in. I think we can do it.
Yeah, that's the only reason we haven't gone was because of the website. Alright, so we'll continue on. That big building you see up ahead is basically the corner of the beach. So we'll be getting there shortly. Once again, guys, I really apologize for the noise. We tried doing this yesterday, but we would have had the noise of the traffic and wind because it's been raining the last few days and it was super windy.
Yep.
But today we'll just have the traffic, and I think that'll be a-okay. Like, hopefully it doesn't bother you guys too much. We just want to take you a walk through our neighborhood, and unfortunately it does require coming through this main street because it's the main one that comes out to the water.
Yeah, it's the only street, the only main boulevard
Yeah.
that comes in and out of the beach from where we live.
Right. I mean,
There's a
they're not
few
going to have
others.
this bridge everywhere,
There's a few other entrances to the beach, but from where we live, this is the closest one. And they have boat rentals and jet skis here also.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It's like another little shop or mall in our area.
Atlantic Boat and Jet Ski Rental. And then the little plaza next door has a couple of other mom and pop stuff, like a surf shop. There's I think a hookah bar or cigar shop.
Yep.
A salon. There is construction going on. I'm not sure if they're going to build a plaza there or if they're going to build an apartment building there. We'll see.
There's the Broward County Sheriff.
Yep. There's our local law enforcement. So to our left-hand side, we have this huge condo, which has a restaurant on the bottom. And then, did I say right or did I say left? To our left.
On the left.
Yeah, on our left is a huge condo with the restaurant.
Yeah.
And then to our right, another plaza. That one has electric bikes. It has an ice cream shop, a Brazilian salon. I believe there's a hot dog joint. And Las Orquedas, which is a Colombian restaurant, and their food is pretty dope. I ate there a couple of times, and I usually order this traditional dish of theirs called, I think it's bandeja paisana bandeja, and it's like loaded. It's rice, beans, fried eggs, pork rinds, steak, sweet plantain, fried cheese. Like, it's loaded, and it's so delicious.
Yeah, and then in front of that, there's like a small mall again, which has offices on the top, and it's just a bunch of little mom and pop shop areas again. It's a nail salon. I think they have like a boutique. Yeah. And they sell like, I don't know, I feel like it's dated clothing.
Yeah, it's really old, vintage.
Not vintage.
No, you don't think it's vintage?
No, I don't think it's vintage.
Before we cross over, let me come on over here, and this is the restaurant right underneath the condo, which looks like they're closed right now. You gotta love the whole like look of South Florida with all these palm trees and with all the fountains.
Yeah, the vibe here is amazing. I love living in this area. I've had the opportunity to go cross country a couple of times. And there's a lot of very beautiful places throughout the United States. But my God, I am still in love with South Florida.
So right across the street from this condo, it's a huge parking lot. That's not the only beach parking though. There is street parking that you can park right against the beach. And then there is also a garage, a parking garage, which is right there. So there's plenty of parking here. We're gonna cross another major intersection.
Yeah, this is A1A. And A1A pretty much, as far as I know, comes all the way from Miami-Dade County, all the way to West Palm. And I believe in Miami-Dade, I believe it's going to be Collins Avenue. Yeah. And then eventually, once it crosses over, it turns into A1A. And it goes all the way
it's also across Ocean Drive at some point, or no?
I'm not sure. But I know this particular street goes all the way through Boca. And you're usually either one block from the sand or right at the sand where you can see the water and everyone at the beach and everything, which is pretty cool. I know we've taken that drive a lot of times. It's very relaxing.
Nice beach
ride.
ride.
It's a lot of fun.
I am leaving this on us for a little bit just so that you can see our pretty faces here on the beach. So we are 1 block away from the ocean right now, but we're not going to continue on the side that we're on. We're going to cross over one to go over to that side. Just because on this side it's just parking, and that side we have, you know, a little store and some restaurants.
Yeah, there's a corner store there that is, for me, the typical tourist store. You're gonna find a lot of like I Love Florida t-shirts and mugs and towels and lifesavers or whatever, floaties, whatever you call them. And that's in the corner. You're gonna find that at probably any major intersection here on the beach. You're gonna find one of those type of stores.
Yeah, a lot of touristy stores.
And then next to that, you're gonna find like 3 or 4 different restaurants and
ice cream shops.
It's basically gonna take you like around the world. There's a couple of different.
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Just a little bit, just enough for you to get a good taste of, you know, different cultures. And that's one of the things that I've always loved about living on the beach. It's that there's always a mix of people.
Right. So, I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around now, just so that you can scope out what we're seeing. If you've noticed, I muted the video a little bit there. That was just for copyright rights. There was a car blaring their music. So
Yeah.
this is Miami Blues, the little touristy store that we were talking about. So you guys can definitely come and get some stuff to take back home and say you were here in Florida. They sell a lot of beach apparel also. Get your nails done while you're here.
Here's the ice cream shop.
Who doesn't love ice cream? That's something I've been like making at home all the time. Like every night I've been doing a different flavor, literally from a mason jar. Who knew?
Yeah, and it's delicious.
We have the beach grill here.
Yeah, we have the Italian pizzeria.
Yes, and then after the Italian, there is Japanese. You have sushi.
You get your sushi on.
Which they literally serve breakfast as well. So you can have traditional Japanese breakfast here. Not too many restaurants serve, or Japanese restaurants serve breakfast.
And then next door you have a Mediterranean restaurant.
After that, it's empty. There's nothing going on here now. Maybe when you visit us, there might be something there.
There's also a 7-Eleven, Circle K type of store, which you'll find probably like at any beach area. There's a bunch of these little stores. You can grab something quickly.
And then if you want to come have some fish and chips, I highly recommend coming over here to Briny Irish Pub. Their fish and chip is awesome.
The legendary Briny Pub.
They
have live music.
So yeah, they do have live music. We have a friend that plays in a band that plays here often. What's her name, or what's the name of her band?
Pandia.
Pandia. Awesome music.
Yep.
So then down this avenue, which is called Briny Ave, there's a ton of condos and little motels. And we're basically already on the beach.
We're going to go ahead and take a walk right into the beach so you guys can take a look at the entrance here and how close we really are. We've now walked probably 5 blocks since we started the video.
So before going into the beach, why don't we like show this terrain and show what goes on here. One Friday, they come and set up a stage and they have different live music going on out here. There is yoga that goes on here and different events.
They have the area where you see the children playing is it's actually not real grass. It's sort of like astroturf. And I read that it was built in a way that it's kind of bouncy so that if they do fall, they don't get hurt as bad. And then over to the left side, there's like the little water play area. And as you can see, like the spots go up and down and they'll play inside. They walk through and the spots come up and down. It's like a little children's play area that they have right before you enter the beach.
Yeah, it's very nice. People come and have picnics here all the time and different activities. It's super nice right on the beach.
Yeah, this is a really nice beach, and it used to be a sleepy area when we moved in, but now it's getting fully developed. You're going to see a little later in the video that they're building a commerce area where they're going to have restaurants and shops, and so I'm sure that's going to bring in a lot more tourism dollars, a lot more vitality. But for the rest of us that live here, it's going to bring more traffic and it's going to get busier and louder. So we'll gain something and lose something in the process.
This strip that they have walking towards the beach is pretty awesome for wheelchair accessibility. It just doesn't make too much sense to me that if that's what it's for, it ends right here. So what, the person in the wheelchair can't continue? Like, I don't understand this part.
Yeah, I think it gives them accessibility to take a look at the water, you know, and maybe, I'm not sure how that would work, maybe at that point whoever they're with might assist them in getting inside, or maybe there's wheelchairs that have tracking for sand. Either way, it's very thoughtful that they did put something in so that they could get someone that's wheelchair bound a little closer to the beach. Nice colors in the sky today.
Yeah, it's a pretty day. It's been raining a lot the last couple of days, so it's really nice to be able to come out after having cabin fever. My love, I think we have reached the end.
We've only reached the beginning.
Unless we're gonna walk on water. The possibilities are endless, huh?
Absolutely beautiful. This is one of the things that I absolutely love about living by the beach. And I've been spoiled because I've lived by the beach for a very, very long time. Not only here, but when I was younger, one of my first apartments was in Miami Beach. And I lived on Miami Beach for many, many years. So I'm really, really used to living close to the water.
So we hope you've enjoyed this walk on the beach with us, or to the beach, but it's not done yet. We're gonna walk back out of here and we're gonna walk down the strip of the beach just to show you what else Pompano Beach has to offer.
Yeah, that'll be the main strip that is completely off. When we say off the beach, we mean literally like you're basically walking on the beach.
Yeah. You have the parking, the street parking, the sidewalk,
Yeah.
the play areas or seagrass or whatever, and then the sand and the ocean.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. So we're gonna take a walk down there, show you the new construction area, the big parking lot. And
it's not going to be as pretty because there's construction going on right now, and the construction is basically a beach mall that's being constructed.
It's a commerce area.
The pier, the pier is being redone as well.
Yes.
We haven't been able to enjoy it in the last couple of years,
Yeah.
so we'll be able to show you all that. So let's walk back off the sand and go check out the ocean front. The sun is setting, as you can see that beautiful orange glow, I'm sure, all the way out there to the west. Or as Roberto Morales might say, walking to the west.
Driving.
Driving, but we're not driving. We're walking. And for those of y'all that follow him, you know exactly who I'm talking about. Traveling Robert. Another local South Floridian. He is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Love his channel.
And he's Cuban like us.
And he's Cuban like us. Well, what do you know? The bike rental area is just about empty. There's only one bike left.
Oh my God, yeah.
Must be super popular today.
Yeah. It's a nice day.
Yeah, so these are the bikes that you can rent here. And then when you're done with it, you just put it right back in. And no, they're not electric. They're normal bicycles.
Yep.
Here's the cost. So don't fret if you came out to the beach and completely forgot to pack food to bring besides walking over to the shops over there to eat. You can just come right off the sand and come check out the snack bar. They do have food, they do have mixed drinks, so you can get your alcohol on while you're here as well.
Let's get a shot of the menu there. I can always use coffee. Coffee is never in excess when it comes to me.
The same building that the snacks are in, there's also public restrooms, which there will be throughout the beach, but you know, super convenient right here. Come off the sand, get your food, and go potty if you need to. The coconuts are already starting to blossom on the trees. We don't have a coconut tree in our yard, but there's plenty of homes that do have these coconut trees in their front yards and their backyards, and for them it's overwhelming. So many a times they chop them down when they're breaking down the foliage, especially now that hurricane season's coming, and they just put it out on the street. So and I will literally drive around, and you have no idea how many free coconuts we get, which is awesome because you can eat the meats and then you can drink the water. So fresh coconut water that's not processed or have any additives, like it's the best thing ever. So yeah, that's a plus of living in South Florida, free coconuts. So that fake grass that Lou was talking to you about earlier that the children play on, it's literally throughout at the beginning of the beach, and a bunch of people just take advantage of it to picnic, to just lay on and read. There are picnic tables and little barbecue grills throughout that you can take advantage of as well. And this building here to our right is actually the headquarters for our lifeguards.
Exactly, it's the Ocean Rescue Center.
And
because this beach is lifeguarded all through the season.
yeah. I believe the lifeguards leave the ocean either 5 or 6 o'clock. I don't remember exactly which one of the two it is, but it's nice to have them there. And you'll see we're gonna pass some people that are barbecuing and hanging out. And we often see people like tying up their hammocks on these trees and just lounging around. It's really nice. So these fish sculptures are literally throughout Pompano Beach, like everywhere in the city, and each one of them is painted by a different artist.
It says here, City of Pompano Beach Public Art Committee. Painted Pompano series. And this one's Goldfish.
Painted Pompano, yeah. Artist Mary Fraga Paint. I apologize if I've just massacred your last name. But here is this design. And you'll notice we're going to pass a few others. Each one has a completely different design. They're kind of cool. I think it's interesting that the city of Pompano Beach put that together.
As you can see, guys, I mean, it's right now, I think it's like 6:30 in the afternoon, something like that, and it's very lively. This area is always like this, especially during the spring and summer. Even in the winter.
Yeah, in the winter too. Everybody's coming here. All the northerners are in the water, whereas us native South Floridians are far away from the water because it's so cold.
Yeah, we're usually wearing turtlenecks and sweaters.
And that's what, 60s for us? So that's like super cold. There's another bathroom facility there to our right hand side. Oh, there's something going on over there. There's like a lot of people gathered. It's not a full moon, is it? So it's not full moon drumming?
The full moon drumming doesn't happen here anymore.
Well, they may have restarted it.
Maybe.
There's a speaker set up over there.
Yeah, and there's a gong also in the middle.
Which is what?
So it's probably meditation.
Oh, okay. Oh, so here's another fish. This is a more, it's not, doesn't pop so much as the other one. What's this one, babe?
This one is called Pops. The artist is Jim Collins.
Much easier name.
Yep.
It's very subtle. What do you guys think? You may have to tell me which one you like most out of the different ones we show you. So you saw the first one and now that's the second one.
So far I like the first one best. I like the colors. It has like that Romero Brito sort of pop of color that I like. That goes back to like Keith Haring and Andy Warhol, those type of artists, which are my favorite type.
This is sea grape tree, which we're gonna find a smaller one that I can stand by and talk to you guys about it. But you'll see they are like everywhere here on the beach. So this is the first pavilion of many more that are to come, and you can rent these, or you said you're first come first serve, no?
First come first serve.
So they have picnic tables and barbecue grills. So even though the picnic tables and barbecue grills are throughout, at least these are covered. So if it's a rainy day, which you get a lot down here, you can take advantage of that. And there's a playground. As with all playgrounds, it is a free playground, so children could come and hang out and play right by the beach.
Or adults.
Or adults.
I know, we've used it.
We've definitely come and swung on the swings. Those are always fun.
There's also a gym here. It's an outdoor gym, and it has, I don't know, I think maybe 6 to 10 machines. And it's for us, it's a short walk to come here and then use the gym. And I've come here like late at night, like midnight, to use the gym.
Yeah, so it's definitely a free gym on the beach that you can come and take advantage of. It is 13 years and older to come and use these machines. So this one is a squat press. And then we have your pull-up and dip machine. There are 2 different cardio steppers. Here's the other one. And so what is this? This is an ab crunch and leg lift. I'm not going to go through all the ones on the other side because I believe some people are using them, but there's some plyometrics. And then I'm not exactly sure what that one over there does.
Let's do push-ups. Assisted push-ups.
Got it. And then the last one is in use. So we'll let that be. We've reached a part of the beach that there is now a lot of construction going on.
This is the commerce area that they're building. Probably going to have restaurants and shops. And I think it's in a design like the bow of a ship. That's what I'm guessing.
Let's see it.
Yeah.
So this is where the construction begins. You'll see the big crane up there. And then supposedly this little mall section here is going to have restaurants and shops. There's more construction directly across the street. So yeah, as you can see, they're definitely growing Pompano Beach a lot more. So we will definitely have a lot more tourism dollars out here and higher traffic. That's what Lou was talking about.
Yeah, that's the design that I feel like it should be like representative of the bow of the ship. Kind of reminds me of a cruise ship with all the windows.
That's true. Let's try. I didn't see it that way.
And then over here to the left is the parking structure that they built. This is probably about a year old, and it has several stories. And now it allows for more traffic to come and hang out at the beach.
Yeah, true that. More parking.
More parking.
So half of this, or the building right next door, was just completed recently. And it's called Beach House.
It's a restaurant.
Yes. We haven't been to it quite yet. We're very excited about trying it. I think for New Year's Eve, I saw that they were having like a casino theme party, and I thought that was super interesting. And if we wouldn't have had plans, I would have suggested coming and checking this place out. So now instead of having the parking lot to our left-hand side, we have a bunch of condos. So there's condos all throughout Beachfront. A little pavilion. Oh, okay. Taking another walk on the sand, only because I want to give you guys a little bit of a better view of the pier. Lou and I used to come and hang out on this pier all the time. People would be fishing at all hours of the day. It's just a fun little hangout spot. And it's been under construction now for, I would say, maybe 2 years. I believe it's supposed to be done this summer 2019. Let's see. And then this is the back side of Beach House. This is why Lou is dying to come over here. She wants to enjoy that beachfront sitting and the ambiance of beach eating. So there's some nice couches that they have up there. Yeah. So there's our ocean. It's a whole lot of sand walking before you get out to the ocean. Let's go back over to Lou because we are losing daylight, and I know she wants to have us share a little tidbit or fun facts about the sea grape trees. I love this woman. Hi, baby. Like, this is why Lou wants to come to the beach house. So, let's see if we can find one that's not so tall. Look right there. So, okay guys, so this is a sea grape tree, and they are actually throughout the coast of the United States. Very common in the Caribbean, like in the Bahamas and the Bermuda. You'll catch them a lot. And they provide protection for the sea turtles. Because these leaves are so dense that they basically block street lights or building lights, artificial lights, from penetrating through, and the sea turtles to get distracted and basically see the lights and then leave the ocean and walk towards the city. So these trees are protected for that reason, because they help prevent the sea turtles from getting distracted and leaving the ocean. You'll notice that there's like these little clusters, and this is where the sea grape is going to grow from. And it basically grows in groups like regular grapes, sea grapes, regular grapes. And right now they're tiny little green specks because it's the second day of spring, so they're just now starting to come out. But come summertime, they're gonna be the shape of grapes, big plump grapes. And when they're nice and like really deep purplish, that's when they are the ripest. And they are edible. You can eat them raw right off the tree, or you can also process them and make like jam or jelly. I've even heard of people fermenting it and making sea grape wine. So that is pretty dope. The wood is often used for furniture. It's used for firewood, and it's also used to make coal. Who would have thought? And then the last little tidbit I want to tell you about the sea grape tree, as if those three things aren't awesome enough, let me find a leaf, and this one doesn't have any right now. But okay, so this one shows a little bit. If Luke can pan in a little bit, you'll see that the vine of the leaf is starting to turn red, unlike this one over here that's still yellowish. By by the time summertime comes, this red is going to be a lot more like deep and then all the way throughout. If you pick the leaves that are really deep with the red vine, you can take them off and put about 10 of them. Oh, okay. That's okay. Put them in a big stock pot and put it to boil, and the water is gonna turn reddish and it's gonna taste like licorice. So you can have a natural licorice tasting tea that's really delicious. So definitely do some foraging and take advantage of the sea grape when it's summertime and they're purple, and then take advantage of getting some tea, and now you know that they protect the sea turtles. So there's a fun fact. Okay guys, so it's getting pretty dark out here. So we're standing underneath this light to be able to say goodbye and thank you for taking a walk with us through our city of Pompano Beach.
Yeah, we're going to be taking a couple more walks throughout the neighborhood, Fort Lauderdale, maybe Boca, Delray, just areas.
Manners, take you through our neighborhood.
Yeah, areas that we frequent. We'll take you on a walk with us and show you what we do when we go visit the neighborhoods. And thanks for joining us.
If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button below. For now, we're doing local South Florida stuff, and then as of spring 2020, hopefully we'll be on the road.
Yeah, thanks
traveling.
for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Bye guys. So, yeah, not good. And like in this case, it is literally 1 block away from the ocean. Should we cross? Everybody else, let's go ahead and cross. Oh, see? Let's step back. Let's step back. Everybody started running over, and of course, you know, monkey see, monkey do. So these little fish.
Or not. We have an audience.
She was interested in learning. Did you catch all the information? Do you want me to tell you anything that you didn't know maybe about the sea grape trees?
No, I didn't know anything.
These
picked some
leaves
these
are, if you touch it, do you feel how thick it is?
Yeah.
So it's that thick, it doesn't let the light, so like these street lights can't penetrate through like a normal tree. And then the sea turtles would see the light and they'll come this way instead of going towards the ocean.
It protects the sea turtles.
The sea turtles, yeah.